Okay, Google, show me a young Earth creationist that has a giant inflatable banana in his backyard that he calls Dr. Peel.
Hey guys, this is Matt Powell.
That's him. That's him. Intro. Yes, that is my good friend, Matt Powell. I call him a good friend because he featured me in one of his videos. Little old me. A YouTube channel with only 287 subscribers. Thank you, each and every one of you, by the way. Please, if you're not already, please subscribe and like and share, etc., etc. That would be wonderful. Thank you again. Anyway, he called his video Destroying YouTube Atheists. I've seen the video, and we're going to have a look at that video now. And spoiler alert, he does nothing but point and laugh at evidence. And that's it. If that's destroying atheists, whatever floats your boat, I don't think it is, to be honest. I think it's just making a mockery of the hard work that scientists have put in over the years to give us a better understanding of how life evolves and how the universe began and how the universe evolves and expands and all the rest of it. There is tons and tons of evidence out there to support those scientific theories. But there is absolutely no evidence, not one single jot or iota or one nanometer of evidence supporting creation. So you have faith in your book of fables. That's absolutely fine. I don't care. I don't care. But when you start telling lies and when you start editing videos to make people look bad, that's when I get a bit annoyed. So we're going to have a look at his video now, and we're going to refute each of the points that he makes, and we're going to show him some evidence to back up the claims that are being made. So, Matt Powell official, the floor is all yours. This is Matt Powell from his YouTube channel, Matt Powell Official. Who is that handsome devil? I don't know why he's got an official on the end of it, but there you go. Yes, Matt Powell is a young Earth creationist, and he is an unbelievable moron and science-denying half-wit. Can't disagree with myself there. He puts all his faith and trust in the Bible. Anyway, Matt, the floor is all yours. I think I've noticed a bit of editing going on there. Let's have a look at what I actually said. He puts all his faith and trust in the Bible, which is absolutely fine, and he does an awful lot of preaching. Tut, tut, tut. Matt, I fell out with you.
Google says if you type in "when monkeys surf," feel free to just type that in if you want on your phone. I won't judge you.
Hang on a minute. That's not my video. This is my video. And he gets an awful lot of things wrong, as we are going to see in this video. Anyway, Matt, the floor is all yours.
So evolutionists all claim that mutations are the reason that you'll evolve from a frog to a prince.
That's my video. Dear oh dear, I said you was going to get an awful lot of things wrong, and we're not far into the video, and you've got everything wrong so far. And evolution doesn't teach that we're going to turn a frog into a prince over millions and millions of years. Evolution doesn't teach that either. It's not looking too good for you, is it? Now, let's get back to my video, and please don't get anything wrong. Oh God, what am I saying?
When monkeys surf, these are the first things that pop up. Now, evolution literally teaches that monkeys, they had to get to South America somehow because they found fossils over there. So the only way that monkeys could have gotten to the United States.
No, not the United States, because it doesn't say the United States, it says South America. I don't know how much you know about geography and stuff like that, but the United States is classed as North America, and Brazil, Peru, etc., Chile, and all the rest of it. That's classed as South America. The fossilized monkeys were found in Brazil and Peru. That's not the United States as far as I'm aware. This is a screenshot from National Geographic's website, and it gives a perfectly plausible explanation as to why we find fossilized monkeys or fossilized teeth in South America, not the United States. I think you're just going to point and laugh without offering any kind of scientific rebuttal to this, and you're certainly not going to show any evidence as part of a rebuttal. But your rebuttal is going to be, ha 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 ha, God did it all. Yes, because God decided to put one kind of elephant in India and another one in Africa. He decided to put kangaroos in Australia and polar bears at the North Pole and penguins at the South Pole. Yeah, that's intelligence, isn't it? Yeah, he decided to put tigers in Asia and lions in Africa, despite them being cats. All sorts of weird and unimaginable ways. That's what I find ridiculous. And I'm sorry for Christians who believe in the Bible and creation and everything, but it just sounds preposterous, absolutely unimaginable. And you have no evidence to back it up.
The monkeys that sailed across the Atlantic to South America, BBC. Monkeys suddenly appeared in South America about 40 billion years ago.
Million years ago, not billion. You can't even read what's right in front of you.
Unlikely though it may seem, they probably sailed there from Africa. Prehistoric monkeys traveled 900 miles between continents on rafts.
Surfing monkeys, surfing dinosaurs, it's perfectly plausible. Is that the best you can do? Is that your best? Putting a laughing track on a plausible explanation like that? That's your rebuttal, is it? That is your scientific rebuttal. That is your evidence to the contrary of what we are saying or what I am saying. That's your evidence, is it? A laughing track. You're going to have to come up with something better.
They also find that dinosaurs crossed the ocean. This is what evolution teaches. This is new stuff. They always tell me, Matt, stop making arguments from the creationists from the 90s. Well, those are great arguments that they made. But these are from 2020. This is from 2020. They just released this. Because Africa was isolated by the deep oceans at that time, duck-billed dinosaurs must have crossed hundreds of kilometers of open water, rafting on debris.
Pat, allow me to finish off the sentence, the end of that sentence that you so conveniently forgot to do, because, well, let's just have a look, shall we? Floating or swimming to colonize the continent. If you're going to bring up a quote like that, have the decency to finish off the sentence. It will make you look less stupid.
According to evolution theory, they surfed there. The article literally says that the duck-billed dinosaurs must have crossed hundreds of miles of open water.
Far more plausible than your God did everything in 6 days dinosaurs lived with man theory. That's for certain. If I'm going to play devil's advocate here, pun intended. If dinosaurs lived with man and we have dinosaur fossils, why don't we have human fossils with dinosaur fossils? Why don't we find human remains or human fossils in the same strata or the same layer as dinosaur fossils? We don't find them anywhere. So it kind of blows to bits your young earth creationist dinosaur lived with man crap, doesn't it?
Guys, I wonder if that's what evolution actually says. All I had to do was a simple Google search, and this was the very first thing that came up. Dinosaurs once crossed oceans. First duck-billed dinosaur fossil discovered in Africa. You know, Matt's right about that.
This is what they're saying, but they want to tell you that God's word is inferior. They want to tell you, oh, the Bible just doesn't have the answers.
People like Matt Powell really piss me off. The fact that he's going around and claiming that he's trying to rid the world of all these lies really irritates me. He dumbs it all down to make it sound stupid to his audience, because it's a lot easier if you make something sound stupid to convince him it's wrong or it's flawed.
I couldn't agree more, and I couldn't have put it better myself.
They teach that dinosaurs devolved into chickens. Yes, science has compelling evidence that dinosaurs evolved into chickens. Now,
you said devolved and then evolved. Matt, my good friend, which one is it? Did dinosaurs devolve into chickens, which is wrong, and that's not what evolution teaches? Or did dinosaurs evolve into chickens, or one group of dinosaurs evolved into chickens? No. Dinosaurs or the T-Rex didn't evolve into chickens. There was many stages in between dinosaurs and chickens. Oh, you're worse than a flat earther right now.
folks, if it's survival of the fittest, only the strongest survive in evolution theory.
Wrong. The evolution is a change in the characteristics of a species over several generations. It relies on natural selection. That's it.
Which one is stronger? They say, well, if you have 100 or 1,000 chickens, I'm sorry, they're not going to win against their great-great-great-great-grandfather. They went from the largest creature that could eat you down to my favorite lunch at KFC.
Because it was a perfect dinosaur skeleton that just had feathers on it. And now we know that there are a host of dinosaurs that were completely feathered, including Velociraptor. I'm sure you've heard of Velociraptor, right? Did you know they were fully plumed? Fully plumed, covered in feathers.
Aaron Ra, one of my favorite YouTubists. I saw a debate between him and Kent Hovind on the Non Sequitur show, and Aaron Ra completely destroyed Kent Hovind. Absolutely demolished him because Aaron Ra had facts and evidence on his side. Kent Hovind had projection, deflection, and denial on his side. He produced absolutely nothing. He said that, God did everything in 6 days, and that's an end to it. He still believes that evolution teaches that we came from a rock, and when he was asked to provide that evidence, he failed to do so. He kept going on about, well, the Earth formed 4.5 billion years ago and all the rest of it. Nothing to do with evolution at all. That's planetary formation. Nothing to do with evolution. Anyway, Kent Hovind and other young Earth creationists and him, like this Pratt Matt Powell here, are easy defeats because they don't know anything. They misrepresent evolution as much as they possibly can. They will dodge, they will deflect, and they will project. And that's an end to it. Nothing. They don't have any evidence. There isn't one single shred of scientific evidence for creation. Not a single iota.
Like I said, if you're an evolutionist and you want to find dinosaurs, you could find living ones today. Here in my hand, I actually hold proof of evolution.
And what's your point? It's not proof of evolution, it's evidence for evolution. Because science doesn't prove things, it explains things. You understand where I'm coming from now, don't you, Matt? Come on.
The reason, Brother Greg, that you have a beard is because you were punched. Because remember, natural selection says that we have to have an explanation for things that are different between us and monkeys. So what evolution teaches us is that when we were primates, we fought so much and so hard and hit each other in the jaw that our jaw had to create a cushion in our face. Folks, that is weird, okay? That's not just unscientific, okay? That is weird. So by all these punches to the face, somehow we have this perfect cushion so that if we get punched again, we'll be okay. Okay? Well, here's the thing. I got married in 2019. My wife was my only girlfriend. But you know what? Women fight too, but you know what? They certainly didn't grow a beard. What's up with that? Wouldn't the women monkeys fight more than the... No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No.
So, yet more pointing and laughing from our young Earth creationists there, and absolutely no evidence to the contrary. Not even a single explanation. Way to go, Matt. But listen, I have an explanation, backed up with a bit of science. And here we are, the science that I just mentioned. This is from ZME Science, a recent study which was published in April 2020 in the journal Integrative Organismal Biology, suggests that growing a thick beard offers protection from the human jaw from the impact of a blunt force. Previous research suggested that human hands evolved to be used as weapons, and the human face is naturally developed to withstand blunt force. The new study suggests that the beard can also offer men an edge during physical confrontations with other males, and the researchers covered a human skull with a fibre epoxy composite and grafted a beard made of untrimmed sheepskin. Their trials found that the forebeard absorbed 37% more energy than hairless models. What's more, beard-covered skulls broke bones only 45% of the time, compared to hair-free skulls that broke almost all of the time. Well, Matt, kind of your ridicule and your personal incredulity are no evidence against what I've just said. And they've studied this. This is the difference between you and scientists and science. Science studies. You mock. I'm going to have to leave it there just for now, because there's only so much stupid that I can take. There's only so much lies and misunderstanding from Powell that I can handle right now. And my barely adequate psychic defences are crumbling as we speak. But stick around next week for part 2, because his wife gets in on the act. So thank you very much for joining me. Please like, share, subscribe and comment. Even you, Matt, even you can comment on one of my videos. You can comment on this video or any other video that does or doesn't take fancy. Because unlike your channel, this channel is a channel of free thought and free speech. See ya.